Let's move on to a couple markets just posted on the DK Sportsbook this week. So team win totals are up for the 2021-2022 season. Kenny, which one stands out to you the most?
Well, one of my favorite teams last year, they gave the Jazz a really good run. It's the Memphis Grizzlies, and their total is kind of low, 41.5 games. I think that they can go over that. I think that this is going to be a pretty solid playoff team. They bring in Eric Bledsoe, one of my longtime favorite players. Hasn't been the best few years for Eric Bledsoe, but I think that in his role now, maybe coming off the bench, I think he's going to really pack a punch in unit. You've got Dylan Brooks, who is coming off a good year. And really, this is a team that didn't have John Morant for a long stretch. They didn't have Jaren Jackson Jr. This is a team that's going to be, backloaded, and healthy, you would think, for this season with Jaren Jackson Jr. perhaps playing a full year. And Steven Adams comes in. Steven Adams is one of the best rebounders we have in the game right now. He was the big reason why the Pelicans were number one in rebounding last year. Just great toughness inside. He's not really like a good poster, but he's tough, man. He banks down there. He gets rebounds. He plays good defense. I think him and Eric Bledsoe are going to bring a renewed confidence to this team, which is pretty deep. And I think that they can really make a run here. I think they're going to make the playoffs. And 41.5 games, a little disrespectful given the season that the Grizzlies just had.
Nick, which team win total stands out the most to you?
Yeah, there are a few. Chicago at 42.5 is interesting, and the fact that it's shaded toward the under in terms of when you look at the odds, minus 115 toward the under, minus 105 toward the over. Obviously, there's a lot of positive momentum with the Bulls bringing in Lonzo, bringing in DeMar DeRozan. A lot of people are excited about that team. It looks like the odds makers maybe aren't quite as optimistic, so that's going to be an interesting one to track. And then there's two more. The New Orleans Pelicans, 39.5, a team that's wildly underachieved each of the last 2 years. I think they got significantly worse this offseason around Zion and around Brandon Ingram. This is a team that, the over-under's been set like 5 or 6 games too high the last 2 years just because everybody loves Zion and wants this team to play well, but I don't think they're going to play well. I think the West is really deep, and they're going to be probably a bottom 4 or 5 team in the conference once again. And then the other one, Kenny Ducey's New York Knicks, 42.5 is the number. And this one is heavily shaded toward the under, minus 120. This is a team that finished 10 games over 500 last year. They bring back virtually everybody. They add Kemba Walker. I don't know. I don't know what to think about this. I'd be interested to hear Kenny's take on why the New York Knicks are apparently going to regress.
Yeah, Kenny.
I think the Knicks are going to lose on Christmas Day. So, I don't know. I'm pretty pessimistic about my Knicks. I think it was tough in the postseason for them.
Yeah.